for another year of Christmas Candylane at Hersheypark.
And although this is likely to be the last vlog you see from us in 2022, we're actually here pretty early in the season for us. It's tail end of November, holiday weekend, so it's very, very busy today.
There's plenty to do, plenty to eat, and over 6 million lights to explore.
We're already a little bit late, so let's get moving. I'm Tim.
I'm Katie.
And we do things like this. Okay, we're free. I have never once not gotten dinged by security. It's just part of my experience. If you've seen other vlogs on our channel, you might have noticed we're leading with the GoPro this evening. That's because Hersheypark opened at 2 o'clock today, and we're actually entering at 3 o'clock, meaning that the sun is at that awkward place in the sky where everything looks that ugly golden yellow. So when the sun gets lower, we'll switch to the G7X and have prettier looking footage. In the meantime, GoPro's not faring too badly. I spy with my little eye Santa's workshop, where it is very dark, and therefore I think the experiment is over. Switching back to the G7X. That was fun. Hi, Merry Christmas.
Excited to see Santa?
So excited.
What do you guys want for Christmas?
An escape from mounting credit debt, but I'll take a snowboard.
We don't really make that at the toy factory, but we do make snowboards.
Snowboard, I'll take the snowboard.
We just
Good
need
consolation prize.
Magically safe travels because we're traveling.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. I will put all my Christmas spirit and magic into that.
That is fantastic. Thank you. We love your outfit.
Oh, thank you so much. Mrs. Claus made it. It's Claus.
Oh, that's so nice of her.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Another one, 1, 2, 3.
All things considered, this line moves pretty quick, and they're pretty good with the distractors, like the decorated trees and the different activities and a couple sing-alongs here and there. Well done.
That's fun.
It's fun.
Ready? And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3.
So we just took photos with Santa, and we actually got them instantly. Photos with Santa are close enough to the Wi-Fi circle, so says the photography crew, that they upload immediately to the server, which means you can access them right away at the photo hub near the front of the park.
We should note that it did cost $5 per Santa photo to add to our photo pass. They are not included, but it's only $5 for digital.
Yeah, and those are just Santa photos.
Just
Any
Santa.
other photos throughout the park tend to be part of the pass.
Yep,
So
yep,
this is
yep.
just an add-on for $5 for photo, digital. I think it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, you pay a lot of money for a photo with Santa at the mall, so.
You never.
More than that. And now that we've met the big guy, let's check in on his reindeer.
I love the reindeer.
I know you do. The reindeer are one of our favorite parts of Hersheypark. Christmas Candylane. They're not here year-round. Welcome to Santa's Stables at Christmas Candylane. If you've seen our video from last year, you might know that we basically fast-walked through the queue to Santa's stable last year. But it was the first thing we did. We did it about 2 hours earlier, and it was not on a holiday weekend. Plus, Emporium is down. So sometimes you gotta pick and choose what you want to do with the day. I say this is a highlight, I really do, of Christmas Candylane. This is one of those things where like not a lot of places do live reindeer. This is pretty cool. I would do it, but it's up to you. If you ever wondered how Rudolph was able to fly without blinding himself constantly, now you know. The nose has an off switch. Oh, look at that.
They're all huddled in the back.
They're all huddled for safety. What's up, everyone? All the premium hay is at the front. Hi, buddy. 74. Which one is 74?
They don't have the numbers on their signs this time.
Maybe the reindeer wanted their privacy, seeking out the best straw. Oh, I love how they're all a little family back there.
The one on the right, how long those antlers are.
I know. That guy
Yeah.
or girl? Very hard to tell.
They all have antlers.
Yeah,
It's
not just.
their size, I think. Like they said, like the bull reindeer
look.
are almost 400 pounds.
Look at him. Just trying to get the best straw.
The freshest hay.
I stand by this, guys. If you can only do a couple things at Candylane while you're here, the reindeer should be one of them. They are so fun to look at. The line is a little bit long, but that's because it's such a cool, unique experience that you can't find elsewhere. And they're so sweet. Sun is starting to go down, lights are starting to come up, which has pros and cons around these parts. On the one hand, we're super excited for all the lights to come up so we can see all the displays, the Noel show, etc., etc. On the other hand, it's supposed to get really cold tonight. We do have extra coats in the car if we need them. I just don't want to have to go back. As far as Wildcat's Revenge goes, not a whole lot of obvious construction progress from the park side, although from the outside of the park it might look a little bit different. I feel like the overwhelming majority of that construction is gonna be done off-season. Like once the park closes for the year and it's all straight through January post-New Year's, that's when they're gonna get really busy. That's what they did for Candymonium, and it wound up working really well. Because you left, and then you came back a couple months later, and they had a whole new ride experience. We're headed now into what is still currently the Midway of Misery on Google Maps, but what is in fact the new location of Treeville, which just started for the season yesterday. And who could forget the whip right next door? I mean, literally, who could forget? How could you possibly forget? It's so loud. What do you think of the new Treeville location?
I mean, I guess we'll have to see, but
I think it looks beautiful.
Big tree, and I do like its proximity to the wheel. It makes a very nice photo.
I think it also gives them some flexibility with the boardwalk if they want to make improvements over the winter season.
Yeah. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We should check it out.
Let's go. If you're unfamiliar with the Treeville setup here at Hersheypark, every year Hersheypark does basically what is like the tree stroll at Disney Springs. They pick out a couple of sponsors, a couple of vendors, a couple of thematic elements from the park, and they build Christmas trees around them. So it's really fun. They do this really well every year. I think arguably as well or better than Disney Springs Christmas tree stroll, but shh, don't tell Disney I said so. This is the Milton Hershey school tree. You can see it's got elements of the school uniform, I assume, if that's not just like a normal tie.
Ornaments are decorated by students.
Yeah. I don't know what this one is supposed to be, but I like it. It looks like a berry. And then
I think
this.
it's a watermelon.
Look at the snowman.
Yeah, the painted snowman one is really cute. I don't know who made it, but he did a great job.
Here we have the Harrisburg Senators tree, which we're assuming from the graphics is a minor league baseball team. But we could be wrong. And that,
I mean, they are a baseball team.
that baseball bat could be completely out of place.
They're either a major league baseball team or a minor league, and I'm gonna go with minor league. But they get an A+ for their tree because we've got baseball cards,
Baseball
we've got
bats.
baseball bat, baseball glove.
Here's the baseball glove. And look at that, the foam finger at the top is the tree topper. And it's telling us to keep going.
It is.
Look at the wheel! Ah, this lighting package, ever since Hersheypark in the Dark 2021, this lighting package has just been incredible. Every season they kill it with the Ferris wheel. You can see the wreaths lining all the way up the ramp to the top of the wheel.
They went heavier on the
You would be surprised how much of a difference just like a couple thousand LEDs will make on a Ferris wheel. It sets the whole vibe. Like the whole atmosphere of the park is driven by the Ferris wheel and the lighting package here. It looks so good. It looks so good. So Katie has found one of her favorite trees. Not her favorite, but one of her favorites.
It's like maybe top 4 or something.
This is the
Hershey Gardens.
Hershey Gardens.
Butterfly tree.
All the decorations are butterflies and flowers.
It got a little windswept, I think.
I think everything did yesterday. It was really windy yesterday, but
It needs a little straightening up. It's a little susical right now.
I spy the boardwalk tree. Last year, we caught a whole set of sunglasses that was like still bound together. It was like a 6-pack, and they just threw it on the back of the tree. I think they caught that too, and they've corrected it this year, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. Someone was just like, eh.
This tree presented by Sunoco, who also sponsored the antique cars. I don't see any wild or crazy automobile references in here. It's just
the colors, the gold, the red, and the blue.
But it does look pretty.
It does.
It's a good tree. It's a good tree. And it's got its windswept Whoville star at the top. If you want to do Treeville, this is probably the perfect time to do it. Around like 5 o'clock, like right as the sun is setting, because all the lights start coming up and you start with like a little bit of a sun-tinted view of the trees, but like the further you get along the trail and the more you stop, the brighter the lights get. And then by the time you're done, it's Christmas! This is Katie's actual favorite tree, the Zoo America tree, because it features all the Zoo America critters.
Little red panda. Oh, the bobcat's so cool.
Well, it's pretty obvious who sponsored this one. Go Bears! They decked out the sandcastle! Oh, it's beautiful. Taking a page out of Busch Gardens' book, but I am not mad about it. It looks awesome. We got a new one here for Jolly Rancher Remix, which I'm probably going to have to cut due to copyrighted music blaring right on top of it, but It do look pretty. It do look pretty. Darn it, Hershey, don't you know Mannheim Steamroller gets us in trouble every Christmas? And our last tree in Treeville, the Wildcat's Revenge Tree. Of course you knew it was coming. Of course you knew it was coming. It's gonna be so rad. I will say I missed the cookie and cocoa crawl. They had that last year and we said we were gonna do it this year and it doesn't look like they're doing it this year. But everything else, perfect.
I like the setup.
Treeville is one of our favorite things to do at Candylane. Pretty much everything we've done so far is one of our favorite things to do at Candylane. Since we popped out right next door to it, we're gonna go ahead and check out any merch that might be unique to the Candylane Emporium, formerly the Dark Knights Emporium, but now rebranded for Christmas. Uh-oh, Katie.
No.
Uh-oh, Candylane spirit jerseys.
Where was this on Friday when I wanted it?
It was here. It's cute, I'm not gonna lie. This looks good. This is a good looking jersey. Also, this, the fluffy one, much better than the winter one they had at the supply company. So cool. This is not new, but it was a favorite last year. I know, we have friends that have this. I think Jay and Sam from the Theme Park Foodies. Or if not both, then at least Jay. I know you guys have this. I'm thinking about it, I am, but it feels like it'll be here next year too, so I'm not like in a hurry to buy it. I will also say it seems like they're listening to the fans because we had a lot of complaints over the past season that all of the Spirit jerseys were dated 2022. I don't see any Spirit jerseys dated 2022 for Candylane this year, so.
There were some for Dark Knights that weren't dated either.
Yeah, but they were few and far between.
Yeah.
I personally don't care whether or not they're dated. I actually think the 2022 is kind of cool because it, you know, you can accumulate memories from each year, but a lot of people just want it to be generic, and it seems like generic's the way they've gone for Candylane, so. Hershey's listening. Look at how this area comes to life once the sun goes down. Lights are everything. No Spirit jerseys for Katie this time around.
I controlled myself.
There will always be another time though. Always another time. We are headed now towards Pioneer Frontier to check out Jolly Rancher Remix because we've heard it has a cutesy little holiday overlay. Woo! Cherry. So most of the holiday overlay here for Mixed and Remix both seems to be music, but we've also heard tell that on the lift hill for Remix, before you drop, Santa says ho ho ho, and then you fall to your doom. So we're gonna have to do that. I mean, that just sounds like an absolute nightmare, and I want to be part of it. Yep, I heard it.
All clear. Here we go.
One thing we get to do tonight that we haven't done in a really, really long time is go inside the Music Box Theater here, where they have character meets. Wow.
Smile, everyone.
Big smiles for a big picture, everybody.
Perfect.
Alright guys, big smiles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Fabulous. And Hershey is loving the house.
Okay, so what we've got here are the products of 2 loaded potato bars. I got mashed, Katie got baked. We started with the same number of ingredients. This is a seasonal favorite here that's been recommended to us several times over by others who have visited Candylane this year. And you can basically load up potatoes however you want. You can choose between baked and mashed, and then you have an array of toppings ranging from broccoli, cheddar, bacon bits. I got pulled pork as my protein, Katie got ground beef as hers. And that's basically it. I will say it doesn't look like much, it looks kind of like a splat, but I've heard that despite the aesthetic, it tastes very, very good. I don't think we're gonna stand on ceremony here, I think we're just gonna dive in. Woo! Much more potato than topping.
They basically have like a cheeseburger potato.
Yeah, my potato is more of like a pulled pork sandwich potato, but the consistency of my mash is really good. Even under the best of circumstances, it's really tough to do everything at Candylane in one night, which is why we often come more than once. But tonight we have the one night to work with, and it's not the best of circumstances, because it's a holiday weekend. So I think due to wait times, we're probably not gonna get on the classic cars tonight. We're probably also not gonna get on the Christmas train tonight, which is a big letdown, because I know how good that is. But We've done it before, we've vlogged it before, so you can check out our former content to see some of that. We are absolutely going to get on the kissing tower tonight though, because that is something that cannot be missed, and it's got a 25-minute wait, which I feel we can work with. In the kissing tower, we noticed that the race cars down here had next to no wait. Not no wait, but next to no wait. I'll take that over the 75-minute wait next door. Whee! Oh, we got something. Oh, look at all this. I'm glad we got to do this.
I know, I like this one.
The bulldozer. Santa with the bulldozer of presents.
Santa presents.
He's just scooping. Scooping away. Glad we got to do this after all. We thought we weren't going to, but we did. Get the little igloo.
Ice fishing penguin.
Oh, again, the Hershey Bear. Oh, sponsored by Sunoco. Yay! Ah, look at our picture. We look like we're having so much fun. Because we were! Alright, we have stopped in at Milton's to pick up a, what's it called? Holiday feast dog? Footlong. Not something that should be taken lightly. So what is a holiday feast dog?
Seems to be a foot-long hot dog with a toasted bun, topped with cranberry sauce, ham slices, and tater tots.
Can't go wrong. You just can't.
So it's random elements of a holiday feast on a hot dog.
We also got this Chipotle ranch sauce, which was a premium dip. It was $2. Sounded like it might go really well with all the toppings that were on the dog. Yet to determine whether or not we actually need this. I'm just a sucker for anything with the word Chipotle in it. It is a foot long, so we are going to split it. It's a process getting that in the mouth.
I mean, I like it. I think I liked the Mediterranean Hero one better.
You are never going to be past that Mediterranean Hero.
It was so good. But I do like it. The tots are really crispy. I like a cranberry sauce, and the Milton's hot dogs are pretty good. So
I think Brooke's hot dogs are better.
really,
Yeah, but I like the flavor of this with all the toppings, with the cranberry jam in particular. Just adds a little something. I think the croutons are kind of unnecessary. But I think that the rest of the toppings work really well.
I think if they actually made a stuffing and put a little bit of stuffing on top, that would be better than just crunchy croutons.
Yeah. Of course, you know what we like to do after stuffing our faces with a hot dog. Wash it down with a peanut butter hot chocolate and a king-size shake. Okay, so we're looking at quite a juxtaposition here between hot and cold. Hot on the right, cold on the left. We got a lot to consume in this king-size shake. And then just as much hot chocolate to consume over here. Looks like it's pretty congealed up top.
Well, that's because
Just a layer of peanut butter.
it's peanut butter whipped cream
Oh.
with Reese's Pieces.
I mean, I'm excited, but I'm also intimidated. We've also got N.O.E.L going on in the distance there. It's about 17 minutes early, so hopefully you'll be able to hear us. Katie's gonna go ahead and try the peanut butter hot chocolate. Premium hot chocolate, by the way, from Simply Chocolate. I can tell you hate it.
I just never have better hot chocolate than in Hersheypark.
They do chocolate well.
It's very creamy, it's decadent, it's the perfect temperature. It's not burn your skin hot, but it's perfect on a cold night.
Try the snickerdoodle with
You
it.
know what? It's graham cracker.
Oh,
Because
it's not snickerdoodle?
It's the toasted marshmallow cookie.
Ah, okay. I'm going to try this shake, but I have no idea how to get around the obstacle that the snowflake forms here. I think it's a peppermint cookie. The whole thing is peppermint.
Brownie.
It's a brownie? Gently wrestle this out of the whipped cream. Whoa,
Brownie?
here's a brownie. Well,
Or is it a cookie?
here's a cookie.
It's a cookie.
It's got like sugar cookie
Oh,
icing.
you know what? The brownie was on the one of the chocolate here, so this must be a cookie.
It's got a fudgy minty, it's like mint chocolate chip inside. Mmm.
Peppermint?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not like strong peppermint. It's actually very smooth. I was expecting this to be totally overwhelming, to be honest. I'm not the hugest peppermint fan, but this is very manageable.
Katie is. The only peppermint I think is in the milkshake.
Which is not too strong, again. This is very, very similar to what the chocolatier is serving up right now for their seasonal milkshakes. Theirs is just bigger, I think.
Yeah.
But all the
Actually,
decorations look identical.
I think there's more decorations in this one than the one at the chocolatier.
Really?
Yeah.
Guess what, guys? We made it on the Christmas train after all!
Hey, here's where they are. 3
chickens.
Chickens.
7 swans are swimming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, there's 7.
Oh, it did change this year. I'm glad.
This is the place for them.
Yeah. 10 loads are leaping. Wow, look at them leap. They're everywhere. They're all over the place.
Oh, and the 12 drummers drumming right here.
Well, there's 12 drums.
The drummers are missing.
The drummers. We get what we get. 12 drums.
Christmas train.
Christmas train. All right, everyone, that just about does it for Christmas Candylane 2022. This is going to be the last of our vlogs from 2022. We are going to release a year-end highlight video, as we often do, but then we'll be rolling right into 2023's adventure. All in all, I'd say we had a wonderful time tonight. Candylane is always worth coming out to, even on an extremely busy weekend like the one we're experiencing here. We got to do quite a bit, and honestly, more than I think we thought we'd get to do. We did complete our snack crawl to the best of our ability. There wasn't a ton of Christmas Candylane specific food that we were especially drawn towards, but we tried everything on our list, and for that, I think we were incredibly lucky. We did get on the train in the end, and on the cars, and on the kissing tower. I guess technically the skylift is kind of a Christmas overlay because you can catch Noel. But we did see Noel from the Overlook where we picked up our king-size shake and our hot chocolate. We're gonna go ahead and sign off, guys, but thank you again for joining us at Christmas Candylane this year and for joining us on all of our 2022 adventures. We cannot wait to see you all again in 2023. Until then, I'm Tim.
I'm Katie.
And every night,
It's a new adventure.
happy holidays, y'all.
And Happy New Year.
Catch you on the other side.